I hear this in my spirit. Well, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm a visionary. I was born with a gift to see into the future. I was born with a gift to hear and see things in the spirit that God brings me. I thank God for the gift that He has given me. I pray all the time that He strengthens that gift so I can use it to help others. I never ask for money for it. I just help people when I can and when He shows me to help them. Because it's a gift. The other day, I sat up in the bed and I heard this voice. I heard the Holy Spirit say, if she don't give it up, then I'll take it. I heard the Holy Spirit say, if I can't break her, I'll take it. I heard the Holy Spirit say, I don't care what you do, I'm gonna take it. If hypnosis don't work, if voodooism don't work, if she has cameras on her in her bedroom, seep in some gas to put her to sleep so I can sneak in the house and she'll never know what hit her. I heard it in the Holy Spirit. And I said to myself, oh my God, how could somebody be so sick in their minds to the point where they will actually go to the extent where they will put gas into your home, seep it in to the point where you sleep and you can't wake up so they can do what they want to do to your body in your own home, lying in your own bed? I said, oh my God, what kind of an evil, sick-minded person could that most possibly be? How could someone want to hypnotize someone to the point where they fall under their prey to be used at their own discretion? How could someone be so evil and so sick in their minds to the point where they would go to that extent to try to control your life, and only because that person is so insecure of who they are as a person? There's no way that they can have confidence in who that they are. And there's no way that they could possibly know God to do something like that, to stoop to that level, to the point where they will hypnotize you, where they can control you for their own sick pleasures, for their own sick game of hypnotism. When the bell rings, you bark like a dog. When the bell rings, you do what I tell you to do. How could somebody be so sick and undermining to the point where they would go to that extent to try to control your life, to try to take over your body and do things that you would not normally do if you was not placed under these spells, if you was not placed under these things? Please tell me how. How does this happen? How that these people can walk around here each and every day of their lives and do things like this to other people and constantly get away with it? Somebody has got to know something. This is wrong. It's inhuman for somebody to stoop so low because of their own insecurities. Because a person that had confidence within themselves and was secure in the person that they are, they wouldn't do anything like that. because it wouldn't take those type of tools to control somebody, because they wouldn't want to control someone. They would want that person to like them for who they are on their own. Who would put their job and their life on the line in order to seep gas into someone's home so they can sleep to the point where they can break in and do what they want to do and make copies of your keys and come into your home and use your body to their own sick pleasures? Tell me, who would be so low down, dirty, and sick-minded to do something like that and constantly get away with it? Because I'm wondering to myself, how many do they do that to? Could you be at work and be raped and don't even know it? Until you get home and something on your body has been changed. And you like, well, I know I just went from my house to the car to work and back home. So therefore something had to happen between home and work. How can someone stoop that low? We can't sit by and let this stuff happen, women. We've got to stand strong. We have got to report these things. We have got to turn these people in, because they don't even deserve to be walking amongst the living and do stuff like this to other people for their own sick pleasures. They got families, a lot of them, I'm quite sure. So they're using their family and they're using you in the process. Yeah, that's what the Holy Spirit told me. And the other day I was looking on my camera, because I do have cameras throughout my home because of sick people like this. And my phone was ringing and it was right there and it was trying to wake me up. Well, I always get up and cut off my alarm system. I always do. I always hear it. I always do. It's just a norm for me. I know what time it rings and it wakes me. Well, on that particular morning, it didn't wake me. And I was sitting there looking at my camera, and it was just a ringing, and I never even moved an inch. And I'm like, that's not me. That's not me at all. And I kept looking at the camera, the video, and as I lay there, it's ringing right not that far from me, and it's ringing loud like it normally does, and I get up and turn it off and get ready for work. Well, that particular morning, I didn't even budge. I didn't even wiggle and say, okay, I'm going to get up or whatever and fall back to sleep. I didn't move, so I was beginning to wonder why I'm not moving on this video. I hear the alarm going off and I'm not moving. Now, I know I could be a little tired, but I've been a lot tireder than that. And I still get up and turn off my alarm. So I'm thinking to myself, how can that be? And I kept playing that video over and over and over again. And I'm watching everything, trying to see why I'm not waking up. Then, how you have the 10-minute snooze button. It went off in 10 more minutes. It finally stopped ringing, right? And I'm still laying there in this deep sleep. I never did move, and I never did get up to turn it off. And then 10 minutes later, it rung again. The normal ring. I got right up out the bed and turned it off like nothing had happened. So on my camera, I'm sitting there like, that's odd. That is crazy. Why I didn't turn it off the first time. And I began to watch it over and over again, trying to figure out, okay, how could that be? Was I drugged the night before? Did somebody slip something in some water around here before I got home, or food, or what? I mean, I'm trying to figure out what happened to the extent where I would lay there and not even hear my own alarm system ring that loud, that long. It rung for about, I would say, at least 10 minutes. I said, wow, this is crazy. This is unreal. And this is definitely unacceptable. So somebody said, well, Sharon, probably you were just really tired. No. not to the point where I never get up and turn off my alarm system, because I know me. I know me better than anyone. So that was a question in my mind. Yeah. So I don't know who else out there might have experienced something like this. I don't know. Because a lot of people don't watch themselves while they're sleeping. And I used to didn't watch myself either while I slept, because I figured that once you come into your home and close your doors and lock everything, that you are in your own domain and you're in your own privacy, and that's all that there is. And if anybody come past that, it's called breaking an entry. I just never figured that someone would go to that extent in order to control you and try to make you their private little sex slave in the dark, while they grin in your face the next morning at work. I just never even figured that anyone would even go to that extent if that's what's going on. Yeah. It makes you really think of the people that you be around every day. I mean, are they really a friend? Are they really someone that you associate with? Are they trustworthy? I mean, who are you? How much money did they pay you to make a copy of the key? I mean, what's going on with this? Is it a secret way into your domain that possibly you don't know anything about? I mean, you need to ask yourself these questions, because it's really important, because you shouldn't have to live like that. You should not allow people to come into your home and to take advantage of you. That's not the way it works, because they won't want anyone to come into their home and take advantage of them or their children or their husband or their wife. We can't sit idly by like this stuff isn't happening, people in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. We need to stand tall, and we need to do something about it. We need to get to the bottom of this. It's not right. People trying to come into your home and do these things to you and seep stuff in on you, and you don't even know that you're being sexually raped. I mean, it's no use in going down there and building up $1 million plateau when people is breaking into your house underground and raping you. You got to get to the root of the problems that stems here before you even can build up some beauty, because it don't make any sense. You got to clean up the crime. You got to clean up what's going on here in the town. You have to face the truth. You can't keep sweeping stuff under the rug like it's not existing. And it's happening to people each and every day in this wonderful town. It's being picked apart. Something has got to happen. You can't go around here and shake hands and smile in people's face and have a title to be over a certain part of the town when you're not doing what you're supposed to do. What good is that going to do when people are being taken advantage of in their own homes each and every day? When women and children are being raped and nobody seems to know anything. Well, something has got to be done. Somebody has got to do something. Move forward. Pine Bluff is fine and dandy, but first of all, you got to get to the root of the problems. The problems that's going on in this town is not right. What people are doing to other people, and they're getting away with it. And it needs to come to a stop. It needs to come to a standstill. There's no use in rebuilding and making the town beautiful when you got these people running around, sneaking underground into people's homes and doing what they want to do. People coming into your house while you at work and doing what they want to do. Some of this stuff has got to come to a halt, people. Why are you aldermen and all you men in high places up here shaking hands and smiling every day, but nothing is actually being done? Something has got to be done in this town. It's going to hell in a handbasket, and everybody's walking around here like they in La La Land, telling me what the hell is going on. You got 400 churches in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and all this hell is breaking loose and nothing is being done about it. But everybody's standing up grinning and shaking hands and cutting ribbons while this place is going to hell. Yeah, I got a problem with it. I got a problem when you coming in my domain and you taking advantage of me in my sleep and I'm in my own home. Yeah, I got a problem with it. I got a problem when you can sneak into my house in a way that I don't even know you can come in. Well, somebody got to know something. And I'm quite sure I'm not the only one that it is happening to. People is walking around here in La La Land and they are all down and depressed and don't know what to do or what to say. Well, something's got to be done. It's no use in building up Pine Bluff when people like that is constantly tearing it down. It's defeating its own purpose. We're paying all these high taxes and you started adding more and more taxes. But this is what we live with. This is what we got to put up with. There's no more privacy in our own homes. We're being ripped of our own privacy. We're being ripped of our own decisions that we make on our own bodies inside our own houses. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on around here, people. It's time to wake up. It's time to stop being in La La Land and face the truth. Because if it's happening to you, it's going to happen to your daughter. And if it happens to her, it's going to happen to your grandkid. I mean, you need to wake up and face reality. Because this is what's really going on. Going on in the Bluff, people. Wake up, smell the coffee. Speak out. You are paying your aldermen. You are paying all these people in high places that sit up each and every day. And this hellhole is beginning to form right here in front of our eyes. And nobody is doing nothing about it. True enough, you can go get the cat out the tree for Miss Lately. But the point is, what are you doing about the people that sneaking in people's houses and are raping them in the middle of the night in their beds while they sleep because they have been gassed? Yes, tell me, what are you going to do about that? Let's not just build up Pine Bluff. Let's make Pine Bluff the way it should be. And that is not the way it should be. It's time to stop allowing things to just take place and we sweep them under the rug and we walk around here smiling like, la, it's going to be okay. No, it's not okay. No, it's not going to be okay. We have children here that's growing up each and every day. They need to be okay. You paying these people out your pocket. And this is what you're going to stand by and allow to happen. You're paying your taxes to pay these people's salaries. And this is what you're going to allow to happen. You can all sit up in these 400 churches and pretend that it's okay, but it's not okay. Something needs to be done. It's time to come out the church houses, people. It's time to voice your opinions. It's time to talk about what's really going on in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. It's time to get it together before it's too late. Because as far as I understand, and as far as I can see, it's already too late. Wake up. Quit pretending to be what you're not.